What's up, comic fans? It's time to preview the comic books coming out April 2nd. So it's time for the preview show. We're going to get into all the books. We got spec books, we got spotlight books, we got FOC books, and we got the rest of the books coming out this week. We're going to get into it right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. If you've been here before, you know how we do. If you haven't been here before, we start off with the spec books. So let's get into them. Right off the bat, we got Green Lantern, Absolute Green Lantern, number 1. All right. On the list because it's an absolute book. And the absolute books have been absolutely fantastic. Sales have fallen, but that usually happens once you get past the first, second, third, maybe even the first arc. But in this Green Lantern book, this Absolute Green Lantern book, we have the introduction of the Absolute Green Lantern. We got the introduction of the Black Hand, and we have the introduction of John Stewart. But here you see you got Sojourner, Mullen, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, John Stewart. A lot of Green Lanterns in this book. So I'm hyped for this, and that's why that's on the pull list. And that's why it's a spec book. Next up, we got Absolute Superman number 6. We are in Smallville. So after, Krypton blows up, Superman lands in Smallville. And this is kind of that origin story of what happens in that Smallville. Also, we have the introduction of Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, however you say it. Boom. All right. We're going to keep going. Last book on the spec list, All New Venom, number 5. Finally, the All New Venom is supposed to be revealed. I feel like people are going to be mad at this one. There was a lot of misdirection thrown here. It wasn't even that great of misdirection, but the story overall has been pretty fun. So I've been reading that. But yeah, so there's a spoiler now. So if you want, fast forward about a minute, because I'm going to give the spoiler away. All right? So now's your chance. Go away. All right? And then whatever time I stop talking, all right, from now, here, just go. Just go. Fast forward a minute. All right, we got the all new Venom number 5. 1 per store, Clayton Crane, suspect surprise variant. And that's MJ. That's Mary Jane in the suit. All right. It looks like Mary Jane will be the Venom. She wasn't even one of the the 5 characters listed when this story first started. Anyway, there you go. I digress. All new Venom, Mary Jane Watson. All right, let's get into some of those. Welcome back, by the way, if you managed somehow to avoid the spoiler and end up right in this moment. All right, we have Marvel Rivals number 1. These are the spotlight books. If you are a Marvel Rivals fan, they've been doing on the Unlimited app. They've been doing these unlimited Infinity comics, and these are the first time printed issues 1 through 6 for the Marvel Rivals comic. That was part of the Marvel Infinity comics, which were online. So there you go, 48 pages, $7, Marvel Rivals. Next up, we have Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, issue 1 of 3. This is a 40-page book, also $7. Pretty decent writer on here. Charles Soule, Steve McNiven also on the book. Pretty good creative team you got going on here. This is an older Daredevil, right? So think of like Old Man Logan or whatever. By this point, Matt is done being the Daredevil. He's retired, but some things happen. There's a deadly gas explosion, and Daredevil's gotta be Daredevil. Last up for the spotlight books, we got Black Ritual, the Book of Nyx, number 1. This is a book about Nyx, who right now is sitting on the throne in hell, and this is a story that pertains to the Nyx character, written by Thomas Healy art by Nate Jones. It's a Spawn Universe title. They have a lot of Spawn Universe titles these days, but Spawn's really blown up. All right, let's get into those final order books, okay? You have to have these orders in by like Monday, April 7th, or whatever time and day the shop you use tells you to have in these orders. But these are some books that are FOC, so you got at least a little less than a week. You got about 5 days to get these in. Ultimate Wolverine number 5. Looks like this may be the first appearance of the Ultimate Sabretooth. It says right here, mysteries of Ultimate Wolverine's past are revealed when a familiar face joins the fray. So it kind of looks like the Wolfman, right? I don't know. Oh, I just closed one of the windows. All right, we got Barbarella number 5. If you are big into Akira, here you go. This is an Akira homage cover for you. And then I had one more book. Pretty sure it was a Marvel book. And the question is, which one was it? As we go through all of... Oh, it's a negative space variant. JTC, John Tyler Christopher, negative space variant for West Coast Avengers. There's actually a couple of cool covers, but I know some people collect these variants, these negative space variants, so there you go. And this is West Coast Avengers number 7, the JTC negative space variant. Alright, let's get into the new releases this week. Let's go. Like usual, Image is not listed from Previews World. So, what I typically do in this case is I will go to our friends over at the League of Comic Geeks. If you go to New Comics, right, we'll walk you through this. You'll see all the new comics up in the far right corner, right? You'll see the sliders. That's your filters. If you click on publishers, it'll say all these. You can hit select all. It will deselect every publisher. And then if I just want to see the Image books, I click Image Comics and boom, they are there. And if I click that button on the top right again, I get the full screen. I get back to full screen. All right. I'm going to try to close this ad down here. We'll bring in the mouse for the precision. And now we'll look at the Image books. We have Hyde Street number 5. The Walking Dead is on issue number 110. This is the deluxe with color on the inside. The Scorched is on issue number 39. Lucky Devils is on issue number 3. Hornsby and Halo, that's issue number 5. You got Sam and Twitch, part of the Spawn universe. That's on issue number 12. The Tin Can Society, issue number 7. G.I. Joe, this is not part of the Energon universe. This is Silent Missions, I believe. So what they did was they gave a bunch of the bigger characters, or the characters that are more popular, their own silent issue. So now Snake Eyes is not the only one with a silent issue. I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer. That actually sounds like an interesting book. It's about a serial killer, who wants to become a fashion designer, but uses the skins of their victims to make the clothing. Right? I'm pretty sure that's what I was reading in the solicitations. Ooh. We got another Spawn Universe title. We talked about this. Black Ritual, The Book of Nyx. G.I. Joe. There's a reprint of the Silent Missions issue. This is number 21. Juvenile is on number 5, and Monkey Meat is on issue number 2. All right, let's get back to the rest of the releases. We're at Boom. Here comes the Boom. Ready or not, it looks like there are no books out of Boom. You do have 2 trades. If I wanted to double check that again, I can go back to the League of Comic Geeks. I can hit the select all twice until everything is gone, and I can scroll and try to find Boom. I don't even see Boom listed here, which means Boom has no comics coming out this week. Boom! Just these trades. All right, we're off to Titan Comics, home of Conan the Barbarian. So you got Conan the Barbarian number 13. Then you have Conan Battle of the Black Stone. This is a pack that contains issues 1 through 4, so that you can have all 4 issues in that title. There's the trade, which is like $2 cheaper. And there's another variant cover for the trade. And then you got some pins. Or bottle openers. Those are bottle openers, not pins. Oh man. $25 though. Ooh. And then you got the Fu Action Collection Super Deluxe Signed and Numbered Edition. I have no idea what that is. So we're off to DC Comics, where you have Absolute Green Lantern. Lots of covers on that. Just pick the one that you like the best, but look at all those covers. They're really hoping that Absolute Green Lantern takes off. Absolute Superman number 6, we talked about that. Smallville, kind of origin. Superman's origin when he lands on the planet Earth in Kansas, in Smallville. What else we got? Batman Off-World has a trade. That was a fun read. What do we got? Birds of Prey is on issue 20. If I missed something, guys, let me know. I'm just kind of forwarding through, pushing through. Poison Ivy's on issue number 32. There's always some decent covers on that series. What else? Resurrection Man is issue number 1 coming out this week, so check that out. Two-Face is on issue number 5 of 6, so Two-Face coming to an end very soon. We're at Marvel Comics, where we have the all-new Venom number 5. We talked about that. Look, the secret variant, not listed. That's because it's secret. They're not going to let you know. It's like a 1 per store. But there's a whole lot of comics, a whole lot of covers for this one, including this one that's kind of a teaser spoiler variant as to who it is. But see, it looks very much like a female in that suit. So that's that. Concert of Champions. It stars some wacky evil band, I'm guessing. Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell. A couple of covers for that, including a Frank Miller cover. Alright. That looks like Frank was trying on that one. So that's pretty cool. Alright, what else? Deadpool. Deadpool's a fun read. I gotta catch up on that. Deadpool kills the Marvel U one last time. That's issue number 1 of 5. Pretty awesome. See Deadpool kill. It's usually a alternate universe, not the 616, but I think Venom's supposed to kill like the worst of the worst. So these are like, I guess, either heroes who turn bad or just straight up villains. I don't know. Doom Academy gets a second printing on issue number 1. Helverine number 5. The Hellhawk first appearance is in this book. There is a first cover appearance of the Hellhawk. So, the Helverine Hellhawk. Okay, let's keep the ball moving. Thor, I think, has some first appearance in it this week. Plus, you get an Alex Ross cover. So, if you're down for that, go ahead and check that out. Marvel Rivals, Ironheart has a mini, I guess, or maybe a one-shot. I don't know. It's called Bad Chemistry. There is a first appearance in that one as well. Miles Morales Spider-Man is on issue number 32. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur get their 10th anniversary special. Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu number 7. 8 Balls got a team together. So, I don't know. Is he turning bad? Is he turning good? I guess you gotta check it out to figure it out. Let's keep going. See what else. Spider-Boy is on issue number 18. Ultimate Wolverine number 1 gets a 3rd printing. West Coast Avengers is on issue number 6. X-Men number 14. And now we are off to Dynamite. And what is coming out of Dynamite this week? Let's see. You can order your free Comic Book Day books from Dynamite now. it's more for the shops. And that's it. They got a bunch of special editions coming out. All right, we are down to the last books coming out this week, guys. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Let's take a look at what else is coming out this week. Let's see, we got a lot of manga going on. So for you manga fans, feel free to slow this video down so that you can see all the great manga coming out. EC Comics has Cruel Kingdom number 4 coming out. Let's see, there's some Elden Ring, some more manga, a lot of manga. There's some Final Fantasy, Lost Stranger, Volume 10. What else do we have coming out this week? Just a ton of manga. Another EC book out of Zenoscope. Actually, this is not EC book. This is just in the Zenoscope's like homage cover to an EC book. What else? A lot more manga. Godzilla Heist number 2. Got some Gundam stuff. And we're gonna keep the ball rolling. Keep rolling. Kaiju Cooking number 2 out this week. Let's see, what else do we have? And again, guys, if I forget anything, please let me know in the comments, at least so I could check it out. What else? Palace of Golden Princess number 1. That's a number 1 out of Pocket Jack Comics. Plague House number 1. That's out of Oni Press. A couple number 1s then. We're in the P's. So in theory we're halfway through the alphabet, but now we're already at the R's. So Star Trek Lore War number 1. Alright. Star Wars Bad Batch Ghost Agents number 2. That's out of Dark Horse. Stranger Things D&D Rise of Hellfire. That's on issue number 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto number 2, second printing. The First Americans number 1 out of Critical Entertainment. And we're almost to the end, guys. So thank you for kicking it with me for this long. We got World of Archie Jumbo Comic Digest number 149. And that's it, guys. We're at the end. So if you like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up. Comment down below. Do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for this week's books. Peace. Deuces. We're out. Ching. What's up, comic fans, and it's time for the preview show. It's time to preview the comic books coming out April 3rd. Who is the all-new Venom? The swashballing. What's up, comic fans, and it's time to preview the comics coming out. What's up, comic fan? We're gonna preview the comic books coming out. And we're gonna get into all of it right after this.